So welcome again to this session. So this like last week too. We'll continue doing series of past questions, and this is just to test knowledge to see how to actually answer these questions when under exam style conditions, under exam conditions. So today this is going to be a calculator paper. I told you last week that this session is always exam is always calculator and non-calculator. So the calculator question is going to be 3 questions, while there's going to be only 1 question in non-calculator tests. So in non-calculator, you are not expected to use calculator. Failure to comply with what the center is saying will lead to marking you for exam malpractice. So now let's look at the first question. So the first question is this: Ali sees an article about the health risks from pollution caused by a car and other vehicles. So the college news states, so air pollution, toxic school run poses what? Risks to thousands. So the article states that every year, 215 working days are lost due to air pollution. Right? 970,215 in in ordinary numbers. So this will give you, so that gives you 970,215. That's it. 970,215. So 84% of days lost due to air pollution related to illness are due to breathing related problem. Calculate the number of days lost due to breathing related problem and give your answer to the nearest 1,000 caused by what? By breathing related problem. So it's going to be what? 84. You do 84 over 100. So when working out percentage, 84%, that's what we got to 84 over 100 times 970,215. Then that gives you 814,980.6. That gives you 815,000. 815,000. That's it. Can you see to the nearest to the nearest 1,000? Don't forget. So if you don't put your answer in the nearest 1,000, you're going to actually will not get the question right. So schools and colleges can have high level of air pollution if they are close to the main road. So the math is this. Now ask you that the closest point to the main road is 0.5 kilometers from college. So now ask you that what the scale is this. The scale is 1 to n. Now ask you to, so what's the scale for this map? So 0.5 kilometers. So you have to convert that one. 0.35 kilometers equals to 350 meters multiplied by 1,000. Then to centimeter by 100, that gives you what? 35,000. So then the scale is just divide that one by 7. That gives you 5,000. So it's going to be what? 1 to 5,000. So any question on that? So if you have any question on it, just let me know. So some students drive or get a lift by car to the college. Sorry, I'm going to the next question already. So they now ask you that Ali wants to encourage students to travel to college by other methods of transport. It conducts a survey to find out how students travel to college. This table shows its results. So you walk to college. What is the fraction? What is the fraction of what's the fraction of students travel to college by car? Give your answer in simplest form. So by car, that gives you 36. What the total? The total is what? 120. That gives you 3/10. So you divide it by what? Divide it by 12. This one by 12 too. 36 divided by 12 is 3. 120 divided by 12 is 10. That's going to be 3/10. That's just one mark. But all those marks can't. So this one now is 6 marks. It's a very, very good question. 6 marks. So that's pay attention to this one very carefully. So that ATHE wants to find out how much pollution is produced by students traveling between homes and between home and college by car. It asks the students that travel by car how far they live from college. The students attend college 164 days per year. So they now ask you that at least find the conversion graph. Find this conversion graph. They now ask you that the average fuel consumption of a car is 36 liters per gallon MPG. A typical car produces what? 2.44 grams of nitrogen dioxide per liter of petrol used. ATHE estimated the use of mean distance to calculate the average amount of nitrogen oxide produced. Calculate the average amount of produced by students who travels by car to and from college for 164 days. So you find the mean first. So when you want to work out the mean, you have to find the midpoint. What is the midpoint here? Just put midpoint. Midpoint between 0 and 1 is going to be 0.5. You add 0 plus 1 divided by 2, 0.5. You add 1 plus 2 divided by 2, 1.5. You add 2 plus 3 divided by 2, 2.5. You add 3 plus 4 divided by 2, 3.5. So you now multiply them together. So 0.5 times 13, that gives you, 0.5 times 13. So that gives you 2, 3, 4, 6.5. This one, 11 times 1.5. 11 times 1.5. So that gives you times 1.5. Just put your calculator. So if you do that one, if you multiply this one, you just do 0.5 times 13 plus 1.5 times 11 plus 2.5 times 7 plus 3.5 times 5. So everything adds up to a 58. You put in a calculator. Then you count this one too. The frequency is what? It's going to be what? 58 divided by 36 to find the mean. So because if you add 13 plus 11 plus 7 plus 5 is 36, now divide it, that gives you 1.61 kilometer. That is the average. And they told you that they do it for what's go for 164 days in a year. So, and they're going to travel what? To and fro. So 164 days in a year, that gives you 1.61 times 164, because it's going to go to and fro times 2, that gives you 528.42. Then 38 mpg, you have to convert that one. So if you look at the graph very well, it said 38 mpg. If you go and convert 38 mpg very well using this graph, So like 38 mpg is here. So this is 38. Trace it here. So 38 mpg, that gives you what? 13. It gives you like a 13.5. So let's go what? 13.5 kilometers per liter. So you now do 528.42 divided by 13.5. That gives you what? 39.144. So you go 39.144. Then say that that one also produces what? It produces 2.44 grams of nitrogen per liter. So this one is liter. You now do 3 point, so the 39.144 times 2.44. So that's 2.44. That gives you 95.5 grams. So your answer is what? 95.5 grams. These things are actually what recorded. So if you want to quickly brush through it, you can just pause it and go over it. So look at this one now. They ask you that it says that air pollution can affect the lungs. Research has shown that the lungs, that students age children, school age children exposure to nitrogen dioxide is associated with what? With reduced growth in lung volume. The scatter diagram shows what? Shows the results of the study of the lung capacity. So you just need to draw it. That's the line of best fit. So now ask you that the level of NO2 around Alice College is typically what? 55 microgram. So now ask you that 55 microgram per cubic meter. It said estimate the additional capacity that the children would gain over a period of what? Of 8 years. So just do that one. So it's 55 microgram. So at 55, the period of this thing. So at 55 and 35. So 55. You trace it down. Sorry. 55. This 55. You trace it. That's going to be what? 1.315. Then 35. That's going to be 1.35. If I draw this thing very well, it's going to be 1.35. So you will now do 1.35 minus 1.315 divided by what's it got? That's going to give you 0.035. So if you convert this one to a fraction, so that gives you 7/200. So yeah, just hold on before we go to question 3. And just we'll just hold on for 1 sec. Just pause the recording and go. That means that you have to draw it this way. So 6x5 rectangle. So that means that you can't 6 here. 6, you stop here, then you go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. So you should label this. So you go down by what? By 5. If I should what, you should label that. So that's it. So As that diagram of the box is filled with chocolates. So the box is a cylinder. So you do that one to be cylinder. So this is the radius now. Let's go with 11 divided by 2 to find the radius as 5.5 centimeters. Then, so the volume would be 5.5 squared. You can use a calculator, don't forget about that, times pi. Pi is always 3.14. That gives you 94,094.8985. That is the circular face. Then what about the height? So just put what about the height? That's the height is 22. So that gives you what 2,089.67. 2,089.67. That's it. So the box is free. The box are filled with chocolates and are weight. The target weight of each box is 294. So a box is automatically rejected if it is less than 98%. So that means that anything that's less than 98% is going to be automatically actually rejected. So Kate looks at the weight of 10 boxes of chocolate. So use this data to estimate the probability that the next 2 boxes will be rejected and show your answer as percentage. So do that one. That means that 98%. So that's going to be 294 times 0.98. That gives you 288.12 grams. So that means that 3 of the 10 boxes are beneath that. Which one actually what beneath 388? So this one is beneath 388. This one is beneath what 388. So and which other one is beneath 200? This one is beneath what 380. That means that what 3 of the box is going to be rejected. So that means that 3 over 10 times 3 over 10, that gives you 9 over 100. That gives you 9%. Let's go rejected, 9%. So the final one now. The final question is let me see the one that could be because slightly, okay. Final question. So Kate monitors the performance of the chocolate packing packing machine. So using what plus or minus to complete use plus or minus to actually complete the table showing the difference between the target weight of 294 and also what the next 3 boxes of wood. So that gives you 294. This one's going to be what? 294.04 minus 294. That gives you plus 0.04. 294 minus 293.71. That gives you minus 0.29. Then 294 minus 292.59. That gives you minus 1.41. So that is that. So you can just look at those questions. If you want some questions too, just communicate with me. Thank you.